Irie Jam.
Irie Jam Entertainment.
Irie Jam Entertainment.
Irie Jam Entertainment.
Irie Jam Entertainment.
Irie Jam.
Yeah, man.
Chasing Purpose was designed to empower, uplift, and enlighten you on your journey in chasing your purpose.
Don't waste your time with thoughts of giving up.
Chasing Purpose.
Not too late for us to try. We can overcome.
Chasing Purpose. Candid conversations, nurturing faith, pursuing aspirations, setting intentions.
Together we rise, divided we fall.
Yeah.
Let Jah lead the way.
Chasing Purpose.
Cause God always a listen.
Chasing Purpose.
One day I have to win. That's why I'ma try again.
Chasing Purpose. Mondays, 7 p.m. on Irie Jam Radio, Irie Jam 360, or IrieJamRadio.com. Hosted by Cynthia Shea.
That's it. We about to go out with a bang. Y'all ready? Hands up, real quick.
All things are working for my good. Yeah, cause he's intentional. Never failing. I know that all things are working for my good. Yeah, cause he's intentional. Never failing. All things are working for my good. Cause he's intentional. He's intentional. Hey, and he's never failing. Never failing. All things are working for my good. For my good. He's intentional. He's intentional. He's never failing. Never failing. All things are working. Hey, I know that all things are working for my good. Yes, they are. Yeah, I know that all things are working for my good. All things are working for my good. Here's why. Cause he's intentional. He's intentional. That's it. Say he's intentional. He's intentional. He's never failing. He's intentional. Thank you, God. Cause he's intentional. He's intentional. Never failing, no. Sing it again, say that all things are working for my good. Yes, they are. He's intentional. Yeah, never failing. Sing that out, sing all things are working for my good. Cause he's intentional. He's intentional. Hey, and he's never failing. Never failing. All things are working for my good. Hey, all things are working for my good. Things are working for my good. All things are working for my good. Things are working for my good. All things are working for my good. Things are working for my good. All right, hands up, say we can smile cause we know it's working. Through the hurt and the pain, I know it's working for my good. I know it's working for my good. This my part. I don't have to worry cause it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Yeah, and I believe it's working for me. I can smile again and I don't have to worry cause it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Yeah,
to Chasing Purpose. I am your host, Cynthia Shea. Chasing Purpose is a space where we have candid conversations about nurturing faith, pursuing aspirations, setting intention, all while living boldly. Be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram at Chasing Purpose _on purpose, on Facebook at Chasing Purpose, and you can email us at chasingpurpose@gmail.com. You can also call us at 888-546-8742. Tonight is our final night of our purposeful holiday picks. Many thanks to Deborah Edwards of Day Collections for the sandals, Christy Stevenson of Story and Myth for the beaded mask chain holder, and Elisa Morgan of Slice of Paper Co. for the quote of the day box. So, in 2019, like most of us, we had our sights on 2020 being the year that was going to be our year. We all had big plans. I even created a hashtag for myself, #CynthiaShea2020. And every post I made in 2019, I would make sure my hashtag was present. I was intentional about that. It reminded me of all the big plans I had for myself. And then 2020 rolled around, and we were dealt the biggest blow. The world shut down, literally. No one saw what was coming. Some of us are still reeling from the events of 2020. Some of us were able to take those losses and turn them into wins. If 2020 taught me anything, it taught me that no matter how much planning, vision boarding, or manifesting that I did in life, obstacles will come, big and small. It is in how we navigate the obstacles and the ebbs and flows of life that will determine our outcomes. Tips on finishing 2020 strong. 1, embrace change. So important. 2, prioritize your mental health. 3, find enjoyment in the now. 4, choose to be happy. And number 5, which is something I live by, pray more. He's listening. This evening, we continue finishing our 2020 strong conversation, as well as being intentional in 2021. Last week, our guest Rondell Positive discussed his purpose and his bold way of walking in his purpose. This is what I want for all of us. I want us to identify our purpose. Not only identify it, but thrive in it. There's nothing more freeing than identifying what your purpose is. That what and that why is living and every day intentionally in that purpose. I'm a testament. We are taking a holistic approach, mind, body, and spirit, on how we can finish 2020 strong. It's soon done. This evening, I have the pleasure to share space and time with a fellow purposor who, in fact, sought after and found her purpose after leaving her stable corporate job and completely changed directions. As a certified holistic health coach, Natalie is on a mission to guide us to our happiest selves by creating a supportive environment that will enable us to set a plan to achieve our health goals. Natalie has studied most of the major dietary theories and uses practical lifestyle coaching methods to guide her clients in discovering which approach works best for them. I hear one session with Natalie is a life changer. Welcome to Chasing Purpose.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm excited to get into this conversation. So, really quickly, who's Natalie Murray?
Wow, that's a question to start off with. I think, first of all, Natalie Murray is a mom. I really do strongly identify with motherhood. I have 3 amazing children, such different personalities. And they add those beautiful challenges that you mentioned. I am a free-spirited, very soulful person. Awesome. Lover of nature, lover of all things just outdoors and in the open. I see God everywhere. Awesome. I don't need to go to church to go to do worship with my Father. Not at all.
Awesome. Yeah. That's also a freeing thing because a religion seems to tie us to that. Yeah. We all have been there. We're actively working in our jobs, but feeling like there is more. Feeling unhappy with our decisions, in our relationships, but dismissing the feeling of becoming uneasy in our soul, as if our soul is prompting us to take a leap of faith. Some of us experience this turmoil and quickly choose to remain complacent. I hate that word, by the way. Ignoring those feelings, while others hear the call and take the leap of faith. Natalie, from your experience, should we listen to our soul or should we listen to logic? What was the catalyst or breaking point for you to start your purposeful journey?
You know, you have to listen to both. You can't, I just don't think you can be, I don't think you can fly through life soulfully led without a bit of a logical mind. As a matter of fact, my boss at the time, when he knew sort of the decisions that I was going through, said, Nats, you cannot leave your marriage and your job at the same time. You can't do it. So even like you have to introduce some logic. But I put it to you that indecision is the worst form of self-abuse. So when you linger in a moment of indecision, it really eats away at your soul. And I don't ever want to sound ungrateful. My corporate career was phenomenal. It really was. I learned so much from the people that I worked with. I worked in financial planning when I lived in Canada. And from the two gentlemen that ran the office that I worked in, I was exposed to speakers and books and just concepts and a way of carrying myself and of being that, you know, shaped who I am now. And then coming back to Jamaica and working in the bank, I learned things. I participated in levels. I just was exposed to, and the people that I worked with, and everything was great. And there was a period in my life where my job allowed me to live the life that I wanted to live after hours. So the job was good paying, and I did it to the best of my ability. And then I would look forward to 4:30 when I closed the laptop. This was before the days of BlackBerry, when they started to creep in through every nook and cranny. And the day would shut down, and then I would have my me time. And my job facilitated my life. But as I got a little older, as I became a mother, things started to creep into my soul where I felt that higher calling. And I wanted to do more, and I wanted to be more, and I didn't want to just go into this space to do something I was good at but not passionate about, just to take home my paycheck. And thus started that indecision.
Now, in a world that is filled with so much hurt, pain, and trauma, what can persons do to overcome?
Trust and believe.
Trust and believe.
Trust and believe. Yeah, you are. And I don't want people to hear this and become complacent, because I don't. Complacency, I shun it. But you are here, and it is now, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. And when you put out powerful intentions to the universe, to God, through prayer, through affirmations, through journaling, when you pull in with your energy and your belief, then things will start to happen. So you just have to know that the things will happen in the right time. I had a flat tire this morning. That can derail an entire day.
It would have derailed mine, for sure.
I'm driving along. I'm going to drop my daughter to the gym. Then I decided today I'm not going to the gym. I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to go for a coffee. I'm going to clear my thoughts before I have to teach my first class of the morning. Boof! It wasn't a pothole, it was a pool in the middle of the road.
These Kingston roads, y'all.
And I am so amazed at my growth, because I observed in myself, I didn't get angry, I didn't get upset, I didn't cry, I didn't...
Or anxiety probably.
No. I just said, what do I need to do? I'm going to call JAA, I called them, they sent a guy, da-da-da. And the day I still went for my coffee, I didn't get to drop her to the gym. So, you know, you accept that things are going to change, but there's a reason why I was supposed to hit that pothole. I believe that firmly. I could have been in an accident, God forbid, up the road. I could have, anything could have happened. So you are exactly where you are supposed to be.
And trust and believe, that's very important. Trusting and believing enables us on this journey. It gives us the confidence that we need. We trust and believe in the higher power, that He is going to make sure that if we do hit a pothole, it's not the end of the world, but we can push through and we can overcome, and our day doesn't need to be thrown to hell because of that. How were you able to push through the transition of changing your career path and evolving past your marriage? A lot of people, it kind of throws them for a loop and they kind of shut down. How did you overcome that?
So the first thing was education. So if I'm going to go into a field, once I identified where I wanted to go, the first thing was to become knowledgeable, because I believe you also have to trust and believe in you. And in order to trust and believe in you, you have to come with, I can't just believe I'm going to be good at something. I actually have to do the groundwork, right? So the education was very important. Getting certified as a health coach was really important for me. Then it was just making out a plan, like mapping out the fundamentals. I believe very strongly in coming back to fundamentals, and I believe that when you take care of the fundamentals, then things will take care of themselves. I don't say no to any ability to talk to people, whether or not it's a paid talk or if someone's unable to pay, but any kind of ability to inspire, to talk, to grow, to demonstrate, to encourage, all of that. I open myself up to all of it. So I am not a shy person. I'm an extrovert. If I feel down, I gotta go and be amongst people, even if I don't know them, and that's gonna help energize me, you know. So
absolutely.
I accept everything that comes at me. I mean, now I'm becoming a little bit more discerning because of time constraints and whatnot. But the education, exposure, and then just deciding how am I best able to help other people? Like, where is the most impact going to be felt? But still, with all of that foundation and planning, because, you know, I'm a numbers girl, like the spreadsheets, the projections, all of that was in the works. But there's a story of a trapeze flyer, trapeze artist. And there is a moment when they have to leave the safety of the bar that they're holding on to. And they know that they are going to grab on to the next bar. And it's swinging and they're swinging, and there is a moment where they just have to let go and hurtle through the space unsupported, uncomfortable, knowing that the other bar is going to be
Trusting
there
and
for
believing.
them. Trust and believe. So I just had to get to that place.
Yeah.
Because the indecision was eating me
And
up.
it will. I can
was
see
eating me up.
it will. Are you living on purpose, and are you happy?
I am so happy. I'm happy. My daughter said, "You don't need to try and convince me that you're happy. You know, it sounds like you're trying to." I'm like, I am not trying to convince everybody. I've actually, I've always been a person where my reset button is a little up. I'm always a little on the happy side, giddy, laughy. My dad goes, "Why you have a all the time?" Right? You hear my laugh a million miles away. And I've been through some really dark moments. But I am actually, at this point in my life, 45-year-old, divorced mother of 3, owner of 2 businesses. I am the happiest that I have ever been.
I mean, can we make some noise for that? First of all, she's a whole vibe. I mean, and that's freeing and a blessing. So congratulations on that, because me know enough on the way out there that's not happy. But again, trusting and believing that your situation, if you're in a dire one, will change, right? And accepting that fact, embracing change. There's a misconception that when persons are meditating or exercising, eating right, taking care of themselves, that there's a belief that they don't have stress anymore and life becomes perfect. Is that true?
No.
Right, you're right to laugh, because I mean, talk to me about that. This misconception that as you get on the treadmill, everything just kind of goes away.
No, I think what eating right and exercise and meditation and yoga and all those things, what they do is they help your body be better able and better equipped to manage stress when it comes. But oh heck yes, stress comes. When I have a client that I need to see, and I'm getting a call from my broker that the shipment have to come pick up now, and I'm like, I can't be 3 places, and the kids are calling, and they don't just call anymore. Now they call, they don't get you, they text, and it's mom, question mark, mom, question mark, question mark, mom, question, and before, it's like, hello.
Know all about it.
So it gets there, but life will always happen. What are you doing within you so that you put a buffer up and that you allow in what it is that's going to be. Because if I fall to pieces, which by the way I've been known to do, but if I fall to pieces, I can't solve the problems.
Right.
If I fall to pieces, I can't climb the mountain.
Right.
If the microphone stops working when I'm teaching a spin class, oh well, I got to get off that bike and go around to
Right,
people.
right.
But you just have to roll with it. So
Right.
it's a mindset, you know.
Right. Yes.
Rainy days happen.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to let the weather affect your mood? Or are you going to control your internal state? So trust and believe is important. However, the thing that I do every day of life is feed my mind and my soul with things, with listenings, things I listen to. Tony Robbins, Abraham Hicks. You know, my friend was over the other morning and I was listening to Tony Robbins and he said, you can't learn nothing from him. You know that stuff. You should be talking that stuff. And I said, I'm not listening to it to learn. I'm listening to feed.
Yeah.
I'm listening to just continually feed myself with that message. Because we all have down days. We all get stressed.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, and it's important that when these down days happen that we, again, trust and believe that we will get through it. Do you ever suffer from imposter syndrome?
What is that?
That's a good question.
What is imposter syndrome?
I recently heard our forever First Lady Michelle Obama explaining imposter syndrome. Let's take a listen to her views.
Mrs. Obama, could we quickly touch on imposter syndrome? Because I know it's something you have spoken a little bit about. There was a question from one of our leaders from Indonesia, feeling you're not good enough.
Yeah. How many people, this imposter syndrome, does everybody know what we're talking about when we say imposter? It's like,
I don't really know that term.
Well, particularly for minorities, you know, there's this feeling like because you've been told that you're not good enough, that when you're in a room, you're wondering, well, how did I get here if I've been told I'm not good enough? Women feel it oftentimes because society says you shouldn't be doing that, right? So you feel like an imposter in your own life. You feel like, especially if you've achieved success or you're in rooms that you're not supposed to be in because society has told you that, you think maybe somebody is going to discover that I shouldn't be here, right? That's imposter syndrome. Does that make sense?
It sure does.
So what I tell people is, okay, you know, and all I can do is tell you this because imposter syndrome it's a thing in your head. And, you know, it's just like self-confidence. It's just like, you know, it's like any internal characteristic. Much of it is what you practice telling yourself, you know, and if you've heard that you're not good enough, that's what you're practicing. I'm just here to tell you it is not true. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be doing what you're doing if you didn't belong here. And I also have the advantage of, and I say this not with any level of arrogance or lack of humility, but I have been at so many powerful tables now, right? I've been at, you know, I've worked in every sector. You know, I've been a lawyer at a big law firm. I've worked at an academic university, been associate dean. I've been the vice president in community development at a hospital. I've been, you know, I run a nonprofit organization. I have worked in the government. I worked with the mayor in the city of Chicago. I worked in the Department of Planning and Development. I was First Lady of the United States of America. I've seen these seats. I've served on corporate boards. I've done it, not all, but I've done a lot. And I'm just telling you, there are a lot of people who don't belong there. And every table, I thought it was me. And after a little bit, I was like, nope, it's him. It's this guy who's sitting here talking
But they
all
act
the time.
so well. They act like they belong.
That's because they've been told they belong there. They don't. But there's a presumption. That's what I'm saying. It's in his head too. He's like, I belong here. And I'm like, no, you don't. So all I can tell you is that the person sitting next to you was told, based on nothing, that he belongs there. And you were told that you weren't. Both things are wrong, oftentimes. So what I had to learn to do for myself was age helps you with imposter syndrome. So I'm 55 now, and I've seen it. I've been waiting to be as bad as people told me I would be, I've been waiting for when I was going to fall and mess up and fail. I've been waiting because that's what they said. I didn't belong at Princeton, right? I applied to Princeton University. My college counselor said, that's school's too much for you. Well, I applied anyway. I got in. I was waiting for it to be hard and for everybody else to be so much smarter. They weren't. They weren't. They were just told that they belonged there. Same thing was true when I applied to Harvard Law School. Maybe I shouldn't be there. Got there. Nope. They're not any smarter than me. So with all the practice of just going into the room that you weren't supposed to be in and being there and occupying those seats and just doing you and knowing that your thoughts are just as relevant, your experiences are just as important, your insight is just as valuable, so that you will share it and use it and practice being there. That's the work you have to do if you feel like an imposter, because he isn't giving up his seat easily. He isn't going to just say, oh, I understand you don't feel like you belong here. Well, let me make room for you and sit you down and tell you the things you need to hear. They're not going to do that for you, because a lot of times they don't even want you there, even when they need you there. So you can't count on somebody else giving you the self-confidence. That's not how we work, And that's why you all are important, because you're not going to do that for some kid in your life. You're going to make sure that they never feel like an imposter. You're going to help them practice a different set of messages so they aren't sitting here wondering where they belong in places where we need them. We need women and diverse minds and people who think differently and have different religious beliefs, because truth and the right answer comes from diversity of experiences. You're needed at those tables. So you can't sit there wondering whether you belong, because you'll waste your time in those seats and you'll hold your voice back and you won't be able to make change because you're waiting for somebody to tell you that you belong. I'm telling you, you belong. Practice a different set of messages.
We just love Michelle Obama over here on Chasing Purpose. All right, Natalie, what are your views?
I am unapologetically me, and I've always been that way. No, I don't. No. I'm good, and you're either gonna love me, or maybe you don't, and that's okay.
And that's fine.
Not everybody can be in your tribe.
Right.
Not everybody can be in your tribe.
And you don't need everybody in your tribe.
There's some people you don't want in your tribe.
Absolutely.
There were times in my life where I kind of had to dumb down. But never did I try to be someone else. No, my daddy did a really good job of instilling a sense of worth in me. Awesome. Whether it was just little words like, you're such a pretty girl, or, I love you, whatever. You can do anything you put your mind to. My daddy told me I was special all the time. Was it true? I don't know.
No, but those words of encouragement led you to the woman that you are today.
They feed your soul, yeah.
And it also led you through the obstacles that you've had to face in life. And parents, a major key. Pour into your children. Nurture your children. It is important, that we continue to say those little things, those little I love yous, those little you're gorgeous, you can do this. I promise you, I am a testament. Say, Natalie, here's your testament. They will make sure to get us through what we need to when we become adults.
Absolutely.
Now, how important has faith and spirituality been on your journey?
Very, very, very important. My faith and spirituality may not fit into the textbook model of what people will say when they talk about religion, because I find in our Jamaican culture we've got really specific things. But I am a very spiritual person. I mean, I've been brought up in the Anglican faith. I was baptized. I was christened. I was confirmed as an adult. I was married into the church. You know what I mean? So my journey and my education and all that is of your typical, I guess, traditional Christian foundation. But for me, spirituality and religion have grown much past that. As I said in the beginning, I see God in the sunrise. I see God in the waves. And one of the most glorious things for me to do is just to go to the ocean and just watch. And I feel there in the power and the presence. But believing and knowing and living by certain rules, the rules as outlined in the Bible, I find they're just, whatever you want to say, they're just common sense guidelines. Not thief nothing, not kill nobody, not tell no lie, right?
Common sense guidelines, y'all. The major key, common sense guidelines, is in the book. I recently read, intentions come from a deeper place than goals. You may set goals with your mind and choose the goals that you think are good based on others. However, when setting intentions, it forces you to unravel what is true and go deeper. What is your take on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe very strongly in goal setting. I think you cannot go somewhere if you don't know where you're going.
True.
So you have to set goals, you have to know why you set them, and then you have to take massive action towards them. And then when things aren't working out, you got to keep changing things until you get, and by the way, Anna Me says so. That's straight out of Tony Robbins, right? Those are his guidelines for goal setting, and I believe them wholeheartedly. And all my life, I have set goals. This year, however, at the beginning of this year, I decided, glorious 2020, I did not know how glorious it was going to be. I said, I'm not going to set goals this year because sometimes goals can be very rigid. And I set body goals, house goals, kid goals, money goals, business goals. I mean, I have a whole...
Every goal under the sun. Every goal.
You know, and I do the vision boards and this year I said, not doing it. I'm going to pick a word. And my word was simplify. My word is simplify. And that meant get rid of the clutter. You know, allow the people that don't serve you in your life, allow them to peacefully leave and be on their journey.
Yes, so important.
Simplify my mindset. Well, you know, you have to be careful what you wish for. Because the world said, the universe said, you want to simplify?
Yeah. All right.
I got you.
Hold that one, yeah. When we return from the break, we are going to delve into the health and wellness side of things with Natalie. We'll be back.
This Christmas, even though we're pretty little, we want to share some pretty big thoughts with you.
We know you're all in a big rush, going to lots of important places.
But we want you to slow down
and think.
Think about all the people who have less than you and do something about it. Find a place that needs you.
And you! Even if it's a little to you, it could be a lot to someone else. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody!
Irie Jam.
Hello? Papa, big problem. Mama cooking with Sunday dinner and the cooking gas just dumps up wraps. You can send where a cylinder?
Me live thousands of miles away from Jamaica. How me going to send your cooking gas?
Same way you send me grocery every month. Sam's Bread and Butter Express.
But son, Bread and Butter Express.com don't deliver cooking gas.
Yes, Bread and Butter Express deliver cooking gas. And you can order from anywhere in the world. And then we hook it up for you too. Even up here in the top mountain.
What you saying to me? Bread and Butter Express.com deliver cooking gas and hook it up everywhere in Jamaica?
You can order online. But me know you don't like computer. So write down them number 516-481-6602 extension 205. Call them before the food get cold.
I'm going to call breadandbutterexpress.com right now. 516-481-6602 extension 205.
My phone credit have finished, Papa. Thanks for the cooking gas. Mama, gas soon come.
Sam's Bread and Butter Express, the fast, easy way for you to send groceries and cooking gas to loved ones everywhere in Jamaica. Visit breadandbutterexpress.com or call 516-481-6602 extension 205.
A clear mind and a calm heart make for the wisest decisions. At O'Reilly Funeral Home, planning ahead means peace of mind for you and your family. O'Reilly Funeral Home also has decades of experience with shipping to the Caribbean. Call our professional, dependable, and experienced staff at 718-528-6969. That's 718-528-6969. Or visit our website, OREILLYfuneralhome.com. O'Reilly Funeral Home, located across from St. Clair's Roman Catholic Church in Rosedale, Queens. O'Reilly Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
We know it's not easy to get the things you love from the Caribbean. It's usually not available in store or just too expensive to ship from home. Well, Carib Shopper is your solution. Now you can order the things you love from Jamaica or Trinidad and have them delivered directly to your door. Anywhere in the U.S. in less than 5 days. Visit CaribShopper.com now. Place your order and get the things you love from the Caribbean in 5 days or less. It's easy. Place your order online with CaribShopper.com. Order the things you love from Jamaica or Trinidad and have them delivered directly to your door anywhere in the U.S. in less than 5 days. Visit CaribShopper.com now and place your order. More countries coming soon.
Yard is where your heart is. Find everything to build up, fix up, and nice up your yard in Jamaica at hardwareandlumber.com/yard.
Cause when I check it out loud, oh, when you're better than that, oh no.
With the new Digicel International website and app, you're a click closer to home. You can click to send top-up, transfer money, pay a bill, send digital cards, or call anywhere in the world with the lowest fee. Plus, it's a click to win. Use any of our services for the chance to win back the same amount you sent home. The more you send, the more you can win. Visit digicelinternational.com or download the app today to click to more. Terms and conditions apply.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Naughty Christmas is the holiday reggae classic from Jacob Miller, Ray I, and Inner Circle, and is now available on limited edition color vinyl. Go to buyreggae.com or search for Jacob Miller or Inner Circle's Facebook page and choose your copy of a red, gold, or green LP, newly mastered for 2020. The 10-track album includes some of your favorite reggae versions of songs like All I Want for Christmas, Silver Bells, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So log on to buyreggae.com or search for Jacob Miller or Inner Circle's Facebook page and get your limited edition copy of the Caribbean holiday classic, Naughty Christmas. Get your copy today.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a dance.
I'm Joe, your CBD expert. Jamaica Smooth tinctures are CBD oils that help with everything from muscle and joint pains to anxiety, depression relief, and even promoting healthier sleeping patterns. The oils are all natural and organic, giving you one of the purest forms of CBD consumption. The Easy Squeeze Dropper provides 3 to 5 drops per dose under the tongue for any of our great tasting CBD oil flavors and is one of the most popular ways to intake CBD. Give us a call,
1-833-SMOOTH-5. That's 1-833-766-6845
or JamaicaSmooth.com.
Hi everyone, it's Sabrina Hossein Jordan, CEO of Caribbean Food Delights and Royal Caribbean Bakery, bringing you holiday greetings. 2020 was a very challenging year for all of us. Our prayers and condolences go out to all those who lost loved ones during the pandemic. Because of your continued support, we were able to help those struggling and maintain and create new jobs for our essential workers. We thank all of the first responders, healthcare workers, and all essential workers who risk their lives every day so that those who had to stay home would be safe. Thank you to all of our customers for their support over the past 42 years and our essential employees who help continue our business. They are our heroes. We would like to wish all of our customers, employees, and friends a blessed and happy holiday season. Please continue to be safe and healthy. We will get through this together. God bless.
Chasing Purpose, Purposeful Holiday Picks, question of the day. According to Pluto Shervington, what is the main ingredient in making mannish water?
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from our family at Irie Jam to you and yours. Have a peaceful and God-blessed New Year.
The atmosphere is changing. Nothing stays the same. Heaven is waiting for the mention of the name. The spirit is moving, burning like a flame, healing the broken by the one we proclaim. Raise it up. gather all who wander, hostages of shame, miracles unfolding at the mention of the name. Now darkness is fleeing, mercy raining down, healing waters flowing as our lips make the sound. Raise it up, feel the sky. Oh, chains will fall, mountains move. We lift him high. Speak the name above all other names. Speak the name the wind and waves obey. All of heaven's coming down. Fill the earth with the sound of the name of Jesus. Speak the name of Jesus. Strongholds are broken. I've been made free. I am forgiven. Fear has to leave. Strongholds are broken. I've been made free. I am forgiven. Fear has to leave. Your name is healing. Your name is power. Your name is holy. My strong tower. Wonderful name. Glorious name. Powerful name of Jesus. Jesus, speak the name above all other names. Speak the name the wind and waves obey. All of heaven's coming down. Fill the earth with the sound of the name of Jesus. Of the name of Jesus. Speak the name of Jesus.
Welcome back to Chasing Purpose, where we set intentions and live boldly on purpose. We are speaking with holistic health coach Natalie Murray, who is on a mission to help us truly transform our lives. And of course, later on, we'll be getting into our purposeful pick for the holidays. All right. Start where you are. I always hear this phrase and all the time. And for me, starting is the hardest. Starting to exercise, starting to eat healthy. Even now in this holiday season, I am supposed to get up every morning at 5:30 and go down to Shortwood and walk or jog. I know I can't reach. But I keep hearing start where you are.
You know why starting is hard for people? Because you've not actually made the decision. You feel like you should. Somebody told you that you should, but you haven't truly internalized it. You haven't truly made the decision. That's why. Because the minute you make the decision, set the goal, you have to know your why. Why are you going to wake up at 5:30? Because if you are going to wake up at 5:30 just because somebody said, meet me there, that's not getting inside. That's not moving you. That's not motivating you, you know? So that's why I think people find it hard to start. However, you do start where you are, because I'll have people come in. I have two people ride the same spin class. Somebody for the first time ever and somebody who rides with me all the time. And the first time person goes, that wasn't so bad. The regular writer goes, that was the hardest class you've ever taught, right? Yeah. Because you just take it to the space where you are, and then you grow from there. Babies, they walk, they crawl, they walk, them drop, them stand, them drop. We don't expect them just to be on their way from the beginning. So I think we need to be gentle with ourselves, but we need to know our why. We need to know why we're going to get up at 5:30 in the morning.
All right, I'm going to figure out that why, and I'll get there eventually. Okay. What does moderation mean?
I'm not familiar with the word.
No, especially in this holiday time where black cake are gone, sarala gone, eggnog are gone, all these things, food, Christmas ham, and I'm gonna eat it all. Okay, I'm just let you know I'm eating it all, but I hear in moderation.
I'm sorry, I wasn't kidding. I'm not familiar with the concept. If you know me, I am an all or nothing hurricane. Okay. Yeah. So I think for the normal person, moderation means, and I actually do subscribe to this, have everything, especially in the holidays, have everything, just have a little. You know, sometimes we want to celebrate with the food, and then we know we're going to feel bad, you know, not feel bad up here, but feel bad in our belly. No. The body going to pop down, we're going to be bloated, we're going to be sluggish. Yeah. And then we overdo it. So my thing is take a little bit, and then, so start with a smaller plate. If it's a food thing we're talking about, start with a smaller plate. So you're forcing yourself to take smaller portions. Take a little of everything. Find out what you really liked. And then if you're going to go back, wait a little in between plates.
I mean, I eat with my eyes, so everything
then go back for more, so that you don't overdo it. Because I hate that feeling.
No, it is a horrible feeling.
Just,
yeah. Like literally, I was eating the other night, and I put like maybe the 10th spoon of the stewed peas in my mouth, and I felt like, why? First of all, why'd you have that second plate of stewed peas? All right, get it together. There was no need. There was no need. I shouldn't even have this. You know what? Let's move on. All right, intention. A word synonymous with transformative change. And so is goal setting. Is there a difference between goal setting and intention? Setting intention?
I think so, yes. I think intentions embody more of the purpose. I think goal setting is very specific. I want to weigh X weight by X date. I want to have X amount of money in my bank account by X date. The goals are very specific, whereas intention is how you be, how you live. So it's my intention to be a better mother, right? It's my intention to spend more time reading with my children. You know, these are intentions. Intentions make you who you are.
I love that. Intentions make you who you are. Yeah. I love that. All right. So, what are some of the intentions because we're discussing finishing 2020 strong? Tell some of our listeners, our audience, what are some intentions that we could set for ourselves as we go through the holiday season from a health perspective?
Mindfulness, I think, is a great intention. Being more mindful will encourage moderation, right? Being present. Not worrying about tomorrow, but how many times are you out for dinner with your partner, your spouse, and you look over at the table and there's a beautiful family and none of them are talking to each other? They're all on a phone. They're physically with the person, but they're mentally in a different space. They're with somebody else. They're watching something. They're playing a game. So how present are you? So mindfulness and presence. If you are here and now, be here and now. The buzzing can be attended to at the end.
Absolutely.
You know?
Agreed. How important is it to attach purpose to intention?
Very important to attach purpose to everything. Purpose is what drives us. Why do you get up in the morning?
Yes. Yeah.
Why do you get up in the morning? If you had no purpose, you would curl up in bed, roll over, and just snuggle back into those pillows. But when you have purpose puts your feet on the ground. Purpose says to you, yes, I have another opportunity today to go make a difference in the world.
Where can our audience find you?
On social media, I'm at nataliemurray.jm. Yeah.
And if you're here, for our listeners here in Kingston,
you could come by the Life Store. There's a beautiful new plaza that's just opened in February, so not just, but opened on Constant Spring Road, 144 Constant Spring Road. And I'm there. I'm not there all the time, but I have great people who are there. And if you message me on Instagram and tell me you're coming, I'll make sure I'm there.
Yeah. And guys, I'm going to get on the spin bike I'm going to set that intention to get on the spin bike with Natalie. Okay. Natalie, thank you so much for our discussion this evening. It is one that I enjoyed thoroughly. Thank you for sharing space and time. We must have you back because there's so much. But thank you, Natalie. You have ignited, inspired us, and set us on fire, and we're ready for our 2021. We'll be back. Guys, I'm sit up tall. Want to cancel my outfit? All right. Who is ready for this week's Purposeful Holiday Picks? Man, this drum roll. I know I am. This week, our Purposeful Pick comes all the way from across the pond from our friends at Uptown Yardie. Uptown Yardie is an independent British shoe and lifestyle brand influenced by our Jamaican heritage. The Uptown Yardie brand today embodies a progressive man or woman who does not follow fashion, who refuses to be put into a box but thinks outside of it, who is aware of current trends and the lover of well-designed, beautiful things but not at all dictated by them, who likes to wear clothing that does not wear them, who has a passion and love for things that are well crafted and that are more longevity than one season. Their vision, out of many, we are one, with a common spirit to create beautiful products yard style. We featured this piece on Caribbean Style File, our fashion film last year, and it did so well. So this time around, we want to make sure to make you guys have it on this year's Purposeful Picks. Rowan Clarke, the visionary behind the Dope brand, gifted us with a few pieces which I'm excited to share with you tonight. Is that here? No, it's probably not here. But anyway, so right now you can see, this is can I get up, guys? Okay, I can get up. So I can just show my awesome purposors here. All right. So you guys will be gifted. They call this a string vest, but in Jamaica we call it a mesh Maria, don't it? All right. So you guys, and this is so, I wish I had it here, but we're going to be getting a Yardie mesh merino, and it's mine says Yardie, which I love, but the ones that we're getting two, so male and female, say Yardie gal and Yardie boy. So whoever wins, make sure to listen to DJ Roy this Wednesday. He'll give you the Purposeful Holiday Pick question of the day. All you got to do is call and answer the question, and it is yours. And I'm asking everybody in New York, just be patient because all the gifts are coming from Kingston and or wherever in the world, and you know shipping is a whole quagmire. So thank you in advance, and congratulations to all the winners so far. And that was our final Purposeful Holiday Pick, guys. The season has come, well, the gifting season kind of has come to an end, at least here on this show. So thank you to all the artisans, and yeah, I know. Anyway, on this journey of change and transformation, we must be clear on what we want and why. We live in a world that has brainwashed us into thinking that we are mediocre and presents us with a myriad of reasons why our dreams can't come true. But in reality, our dreams can and will come to fruition once we commit and become focused. My question to you is, are you ready to commit? We give of ourselves so freely to others. We believe in others and we encourage others to do their best and become the best version of themselves. But we sit doubting our own potential. Take a moment. Look back on your life. Look back on 2020 and ask yourselves, what are you going to do differently to live the life you desire for 2021? A few tips are: practice being your future self. Scarce yourself by doing something outside of your comfort zone. Clean your house, clean your yard. I'm serious, declutter, simplify. You heard what Natalie said. Simplify your home and your space. Learn to say no, a major key. Learn to say no. We cannot say this enough. Learn to forgive. Forgiveness is not for the other person, but for you. Learn to let go and live life for you. We love that you listen to this show. We do. However, if you listen to us but never take heed or action, then it will mean our ratings will just go up. But your life would remain the same, and that is not what we want for our purposors. We want you to soar with us. Remember, it's never too late or too early to create change in your life and live the kind of life you have always wanted. Success might not happen overnight, but it will happen eventually. Thank you for listening to Chasing Purpose. Tonight's quote that we leave with from our quote box. And it says, "What's crazy in one season will be counted as faith in another," from Pastor Mike Todd of Transformation Church. From our lips to your ears, from our hearts to your home, we want to wish you a very merry, irie Christmas.
The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining till He appeared, and the soul felt its worth. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoiced, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voice. Oh, night divine.